afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Cornbrook and welcome back inside the JCB fast track on top of a hill, which is something which is a little bit rare for us today. I have been called in to help with a little bit of extra carting today, actually. A little bit of an unknown surprise, really. This gentleman here is a friend of David's. This is Peter. Now, Peter has, where's he going? I need him to line himself up there. That's the spirit. Peter is a local farmer here, and he's carting down to the BGA, but one of his fence over here has broken down. It's completely lost its drive, so we're going to have to do a little bit of carting today instead, which I don't mind. I can help him out with that. So it's a little bit different. We're in the fast track, which is sometimes ideal for long road trips, sometimes a real pain, because it's we are full anyway, so yeah, it's not the ideal vehicle with hills, but we'll find a way through it anyway. As you can see, we're heading on down. We have got a few fields to run at here as well, which is not ideal, but we'll keep cracking on those. All we can do is really keep pushing on through with this, really, so we'll keep flying through. At the moment, Jamie is trundling his way back in the Massey over to Hillside, where he's going to get everything unloaded there. The New Holland went back with him as well, so that's out the way. And yeah, everything is looking good. Only thing is, I thought that we got a phone call here to see if we could kind of lend a hand. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're really cracking on here. So we'll keep pushing away. We've got a few fields to run at, as you can see, and hopefully we'll get these done sooner rather than later. But we're going to go on a bit of a road trip. It's going to take us a little while here. I think it's the drive in itself is a steady kind of 20-minute trip one way, so, and this does not have much free space along the roadside, but never mind, we'll keep doing what we can. The other option is to go all the way up and down that hill there, which is no fun, so we'll have to see. But yeah, like I say, we'll keep trundling along here. We'll keep coming back to you. I've got the class trailer on the back with plenty of silage in it, so yeah, we'll see how we get on. Alright then, folks, load 1 is in the book. It is about a 15-minute round trip, really, and then you've got to add on time for being stuck inside the biogas facility. But we're getting there. The fast track's not the quickest up the hills, as I mentioned, but it does make up some ground on the straights, which we're doing now, which is fantastic. There is, I should imagine, I've already passed one fent already. I imagine we're going to pass another one fairly soon. But the roads are pretty busy. There's a lot of people out at the moment, so we'll have to hope to see if that continues, really. But yeah, doing all right so far. The fast track's helping me along nicely. Class trailers behind me are a bit bouncy when they're full because they carry quite a bit of weight behind them. But yeah, we're making it work. That's for sure. Now I'm coming back in through here somewhere on this left-hand side. I think just after the bus stop is there's a little entrance. There I am. Oh, here comes another guy there now, actually. We'll just swing over, let him get past. Nice looking fent. Lovely red rock trailers as well. I wouldn't mind having one of those at some point either. That's very nice. So we will trundle our way back up here. This is the same farmer's field with the sugar beets, so he doesn't mind us coming through this corner really, taking anything off. We have been flying on a little bit. The guys have since come back down the field, given that we have just we're one trailer short still at the moment, so he's come to the nearest field, so we don't have quite as far to move on with. And we'll see how we go. So we're going to get back into the field there, and we'll join you in just a little while. You can see the foragers waiting there. I still think they're one trailer short, but they said they were fine. I wouldn't have sent Jamie away if they weren't. It's a bit of a disappointment, but never mind. One thing, they've got a big rake in here to get everything kind of rode up nice and tidy. go. He wasn't watching, waiting for me. That's a beauty of a crone. That's monstrously big. I'm gonna entrust that you can see what he's doing and he's filling it up properly. I think that Fendt could probably outpace me on this hill actually once he gets going. So all of this silage is going into a BGA. He doesn't keep it for his own purposes, for his own livestock or anything. It all goes into the BGA where it is all promptly sold and converted into energy as it goes. Which is really quite fascinating how they do that. And the BJ plant itself, I will show that in the next trip down there, is really quite something. Really impressive plant. Oh, again, there must be a good kind of good 50-60% full there. This is where the fast track struggles a bit with the old gearboxes in these things. They do get a little slow. A little bit sluggish, I would say, more than anything. And a little bit numb to turn. Look at that, there we go. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Go. And that's us done. So away we go again. No sign of the next Fendt, so we're going to have to race back and see. We'll probably meet him somewhere on the track. But the circle just continues and we'll go around again. So we're going to, what I think I might do this time is just drive on and I'll keep the camera rolling. I think we'll have a little bit of a time lapse here, see how that looks. And just like that, that's another trip in the books there. Forage is really cracking through this field now, actually. We're going to continue for a little bit, and then we'll come back and have a look, see how we're getting on towards the end. Well, into the next field and onwards, I suppose, but we'll see how we're looking, and at some point today, I think we'll be heading home, hopefully. Alrighty guys, we have got caught up a little bit here. There goes the fence, and we're just pulling in behind, and we should get most of this field kind of wrapped out, I should hope. Going nice and steady at the moment, just still trying to gain the right speed with the fast track, because we don't have like cruise control like the Forager does, or the Fent over there. It's just gone. It's a lot of throttle measurements really, and find the right gear and try and guess it. Just old school karting really. I should have kept the Massey. Would have been much better off. So we'll swing around here, give him a little bit of space to turn around in. Oh, get going, get going, get going. There we go, we've caught him. Perfect. This tree. So once we get ourselves back to hillside, Jamie should be, well, he'll be well on his way there now for sure. Probably stopping off somewhere. There's a nice little spot for breakfast and lunch and sandwiches, so we might have stopped off there. But once we get that done, then we've got a couple of silage jobs left to do back home, a couple of baling jobs, some round bale silage that we need to get on with, which would be good. And then we're into hay. Once we get on with that hay, then we should be, we'll be good. So yeah, we've got probably around 150 acres of hay to do now. I know Tony probably has a few jobs to do as well with some hay. He's probably, the silage land we cut for him, he'll be wanting to bale that again, but that's not going to be ready till later on this summer for a start. Go. Oh, the fence got a very nice little turn circle, that's for sure. So I think I don't quite think I'm going to get all of this into my trailer because I am about full. That's me done. So we're going to head off. One more trip here, and we'll see where we chase the fence to this time. Still yet to catch him, so we've definitely made some solid ground on him here. He should be along here somewhere soon enough, though, you'd expect. Oh, I think I see a red trailer coming. Oh, yeah. There he is. We've found him. Lovely stuff. Okie dokie. So we're going to get this tipped. We're going to carry on here, cracking on. Shouldn't take us too much longer, I should have thought. And then we'll see where we are and get this wrapped up, and we'll come back to you when we're, well, hopefully when we're heading back home. Ideally, that shouldn't be too long off. Well, with that, we're away. We've had a good couple of days here, actually. It's great to get out and drive that old New Holland Harvester for a while. Haven't been on that for a long time, so really enjoyed that. And yeah, it's very nice to be able to move forward. We're going to take the road back up, go back up that hill there. Really, the fast track's probably going to choke a little bit on there, but we'll get pushing through with it nonetheless. Takes around about 2 hours-ish for us to get home, as I mentioned there, so it's going to be quite a pleasant drive, really. We've just got to get on with it and kind of admire the view as we go. I helped out that farmer for the best part of the day, really, until he got his tractor back up and working, and then the Fent came back in, so they were able to make the trip on their own. But yeah, nice little job. Gained a little few extra hours of work, so can't complain at all. So we will just trundle down this road here. We're heading south again, and we're going to turn up the hill. That takes us over the valley, really, and then we'll join onto the motorway, which can take us back south to Hillside. So at this stage, once we get around this corner here, this takes a little bit of navigating. Got to swing out onto the bus stop here. Oh, it's a bit tight there though. Never mind. Okay, so we're going to chuck up this hill here and we will leave it here. So thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Cornbrook Contracting with myself, Thomas. We've been pretty busy. We're going to get back, got plenty of other jobs to catch up on back at the yard, and no doubt you'll see more of those later. So until then, if you want to find out more, don't forget to like this video and also Jamie's video, and subscribe to both Simulation for the Nation and Virtual Farmer, where you'll be able to find regular updates with what we're getting up to. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing, but most importantly, happy farming.